We'll start off standing, a little bit of movement. As usual, get the spine mobilized, the rib cage mobilized. Then we're going to focus on true deep breath and back to some more humming as well to finish off, to finalize, to finish the session a little bit more humming. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and I'll just make sure I can see everybody on the screen. Okay. That should be good. Shake out the wrists. Start off slowly. Just shaking the wrists. To relax the shoulders. So see if we can let go here as you shake the wrist, rather than shake the wrist with the shoulders tight. So really just let go of the shoulders. Do it gently. Start off gently. I know sometimes we're a little bit more vigorous with the shaking. Just do it. Start gently. Just keep going while I let this person in. And then you can bring some vibration through the heels. So just a little tap through the heels. Again, feel the shoulders, really let go of the shoulders. Keep tall through the spine. The lips are lightly together. Make sure the jaw is relaxed. And you're lifting through the crown. We'll take a full breath in through the nose and we'll sigh a breath out. So full breath in through the nose. And really let go. Relax the shoulders, shoulders relaxed. Make it nice and easy. Full breath in through the nose. And So because we're taking a bigger volume of air in, we do it slowly, calmly, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Let's do one more. Full breath in through the nose. And maybe a pause at the top and let go and release any tension, tightness. Nice, and then slow it down. Just give the legs a little bit of a shake if they need a shake. Let's open the rib cage. Let's go shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width on the feet. A little bit of bend in the knees. Start off with hands in heart center. This is a good position to start because we can, if the hands are pointing upwards, your rib cage is balanced because your sternum is vertical to the ground. So if your sternum is vertical, if you're down here, you're bending forwards or you're rounding your back. If you're up here, you're arching your back. So we want neutral spine to start off with. But then from there you can open up and extend, and then back. Keeping the knees bent. So you just keep that grounded and connected to the ground. Opening up, taking the plant out. Open the spine, look up, back down. Open the spine, extend, back down. Let's get it a bit more flowing now. So nice and easy breath in through the nose. And then out through the nose. And in through the nose. And out through the nose. Smooth movement, smooth breathing. In your own time, slow movement. Now as we come in, so we open up, we can round the back a little bit so you can breathe out. So you can almost, without forcing, squeeze a little extra breath out. So a little bit fuller breath in, slow, easy breathing. So you're doing a little bow, little bend, full breath in. All the time grounded, strong through the floor. Let's do 2 more. Slow, calm, full breath in. Back to center. Bring your feet to standing. So just underneath the hips. Again, move around a little bit. If you need a little bit of a shake, take a little bit of a shake. Let's go back out now. So shoulder width. Let's do a little bit of rotation. Elbows come up to shoulder height. Tall through the spine. Keep soft in the knees, so keep bending in the knees so we don't lock the knee out. So tall through the spine. We lead with the hip, so we'll go right hip first. So right hip, lower back, mid back, upper back, and then just look behind you. And then back to center. Nice and slow, and then left hip, lower back, mid back, upper back, look behind you. Nice and slow. And then back to center. And right hip, lower back, mid back. Keeping tall through the spine. So you've almost got like that string lifting you from the crown of the head, and you're just almost like dangling from a string. You should feel that rotation through the spine, particularly if you're a little bit tight in that thoracic spine. You'll feel it there. Again, it's not pushing, it's not forcing. Let's coordinate some breath with it now. So when you're in the middle bit, breathing in the center, in and out through the nose, and then you breathe out, nice slow breath out as you rotate and look behind. And then breathe in as you come back to center. These breaths are fuller but calm. Calm, 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 calm. And then breathe out. And if the breath starts to get a little bit chaotic, just speed the movement up slightly so that you're not getting out of breath, so that you're not losing control of the breath. So let's see if you can really just coordinate the movement with the breath. So you go at your own pace, but the key is that everything, the breath and the movement, is smooth, effortless, relaxed. Keep lifting through the crown of the head. Lift through the crown of the head. Watch that you're not leaning back there, Tom. Lift through the crown of the head. Good. Keep the knees soft. So it's almost like you're absorbing through the lower body. Lift nice and tall. It's a good workout for the upper body and the arms, because you most probably feel the arms really heavy now. Let's do 1 more each side. And then back to center. Just let the arms rest then Just feel the arms. You feel like nice tingling sensation through the arms. So just, yeah, give your hands a little bit of a shake if you need. Feet hip width for the minute, and just stand tall. Just let the arms hang. Relax there. Then when you're ready, let's step back out. Everybody's favourite, the lateral, almost like seaweed in the wind, seaweed in the wind. So we drop low. So you can just rest your hands on your thighs if you want. We lead with the hips, and we'll start slowly. I'll mirror you, so you go with the left hip. So when you're going to the left, you're pushing with that right leg. So the hip's leading, and then when you go back, you push with your left leg, the hip leads. So obviously you can't just take the hips, the legs have to activate the hips. So it's like skiing side to side, push, 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 push. And then we start to let our 70s dance routines come into play. So the hip leads, the spine follows. It's really, really nice, because again, we do a lot of flexion of the spine and extension and rotation, but we often forget to do this lateral flexion. So get the wave. So just watch, I think it's Christine, watch that you're not leading with the shoulders. Watch the, I'm exaggerating. Everybody who does the workshops with me knows that I exaggerate a movement, so you're not doing this. But watch that the hips lead, the shoulders follow. So get a little bit lower in the legs. Tom, get a little bit lower in the legs. So it's almost like you're about to jump forwards, and then you can use the legs. That's better. You might want to go a little bit wider. Play around with this one, because it's one that we don't, well, I don't think we do. It's a nice one. And then slowly come up to standing. And bring the feet together. So we're just going to take a moment now just to allow the body to find its own balance. Pop your hands on your tummy. So in Qigong, this area is your lower dantian. Tai Chi, Qigong, your lower dantian. Your physical energy center. But from a very logical point of view, if I'm standing tall, this is my center of gravity. Between belly, just below the belly button, towards the spine and the back. So just take a moment now. Allow your body first to find balance. So it's quite nice to close your eyes. And you're strong through the heels, strong through the legs, strong through the hips, strong through the spine. So the spine, the crown of the head lifting up. But see where you can relax, particularly the shoulders, the throat, the ribs, the belly. So you're just allowing, letting your body find balance, rather than you telling yourself, or I should be standing like this. Just let things happen. So relax the toes, wiggle the toes a little bit maybe. Relax the lower legs, soft knees. So in soft knees, that's not bent knees, it's just not tight round the knee, round the back of the knee, or tight round the front of the thigh. Strong through the spine, lift from the crown. Soft in the belly, relaxed in the ribs, Relaxed in the throat. Jaw relaxed. The lips just lightly together. Just notice where the tongue is. Just rest the tongue if you can comfortably, just the tip of the tongue just resting on the back, towards the back of the teeth, on the front of the top of the palate. Just behind the front teeth. Really relax the jaw. Bring your attention now to your breath. Start off with that physical sensation, the obvious physical sensation of the air, the ice cool stream of air as you take a natural breath in. I don't want you to change anything, so just as we're allowing our body to find its natural balance, just allow your body to find its natural breath. So all you're doing is noticing, observing. Let's notice each of the extremes of the breath. So notice the slight lull or the pause at the top of the inhale. And then the relaxed breath out. Can you notice a slight pause at the bottom of the exhale? So you're just taking your attention to the ends of each breath. Bring your attention now down to the hands, where you can just feel the softness in the belly. So again, not changing anything, not taking control. So bringing your energy down to the center, so relax the shoulders. Just follow the breath deep into the body. Effortlessly, easy, soft. You're not doing anything, your body's doing this naturally. Body is very clever. Allow your body to breathe how it wants to breathe. Bring your awareness now to the back of the body, so behind your tummy, behind your hands, at the back of the body behind your hands. So down in the lower back, top of the lower back kidney area. And just feel the breath or the movement, subtle movement in the back of the body. So when we're looking at breathing into the belly or breathing into the back, it's just bringing your attention to those places. And then you can just be aware of what is happening in those places where you're creating space at the bottom of the rib cage. You may notice the breath slowing because we're bringing it deeper into the body, but I don't actually want you to slow the breath. If it slows a little bit, that's great. So remember, every time we're focusing on taking a deep breath, it doesn't have to be a big breath. So you're breathing deep into the body here, but we're breathing light and slow as well. And also when you take a fuller, deeper breath, or when you take a bigger breath, that bigger breath doesn't have to be a stressful bigger breath. So let's take one fuller, bigger breath through the nose and then just sigh out again, as we did when we were doing the shaking movement, but without doing the shaking. So just full and deep into the center of the body, through the nose, into the back of the body, and I'll let everything go. Let's do that again, one more time, full and deep. And let everything go. Step your feet out a little bit. Let your arms just relax by the side. What is good about coming with that narrower stance, someone was asking about this at the workshop at the weekend, is you realise it's quite challenging. Because you're narrowing your base of support. It's quite easy to stand with a base of support wider, and it's quite easy to stand with a base of support even wider. But when you narrow that base of support, you're allowing your body to find balance, those three dantians, lower dantian, middle dantian, so your rib cage balancing and your head balancing. And what I want to explore by not doing anything is that it's easy to go, right now I'm going to stand up straight, but actually you want to really tune in to what needs to be strong, what can I let go of, and what can relax. And in terms of breath, that's essential because you want respiratory diaphragm, pelvic floor, throat and head all to be in the optimal place so that you can allow the breath to naturally enter the body. So you created space and a nice flow for the breath to go into the body. So once you've done that from a standing position, when you start to move and when you start to do things, all of these things are hopefully coming together. Let's sit on the floor, find a chair just for the last 5 minutes, or sit on the floor. We'll just do a little bit of humming. Again, if you research nasal nitric oxide, humming, sound is vibration. Vibration, the whole universe, the whole body vibrates, creating vibration in the nasal cavity creates nasal nitric oxide, or increases nasal nitric oxide. Nasal nitric oxide works as a vasodilator, which means it opens up the airways, and that's really good for getting more oxygen, more diffusion from the oxygen in the air into the blood. So, sitting in a comfortable position, nice and tall on the spine again. So be strong. Can everybody see me? Because I'm a bit low down there. Be strong through the spine. Again, not tense, not rigid. Hands however you want, whatever's comfortable. Just keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Jaw relaxed. Throat relaxed. Just bringing your attention to the breath again. That simple, really simple place to notice it is the nasal cavity. You can notice the air in and out the body. This is something you can do any time during the day. You don't have to sit and stop. Just every so often when you're doing stuff, just notice the breath in through the nostrils. And then notice the breath. Notice what happens in these lower ribs, deep in the body. Particularly the back of the body can get quite tight. So just allow the breath to be calm, smooth, effortless, rhythmical. And intuitively, when you know you're going to make a sound, like when you're going to talk, your body will respond by taking in that slightly greater volume of air. So that's a nice little thing to notice when you know you're going to do a hum sound. So normal breath in through the nose, and then just create that vibration. On the out breath. Now everybody's going to be different in this in terms of counts in and counts out. So just go at your own comfortable pace. But what I want you to focus on is how little air you actually need to create the sound. So it'd be quite easy to go and take in a big gulp of air to create that sound. But see if you can just feel a little bit of air, extra air going in, extra volume. And then the power and the strength. Feel the vibration. I want you to create that vibration in the nasal cavity, in the head, in the throat. And then you can allow a couple of breaths in between. And then again, normal breath in. See if it makes a difference if you have a sort of like a wry smile on your face. Notice that slightly fuller, slower breath in. It's not about making a beautiful sound, it's not about singing, sounding good, it's about creating vibration. Try a different pitch. See what happens if you go lower, if you go higher. See if you feel vibrations in different parts of the body, if it creates a different type of vibration. Do a couple more breaths in your own time, at your own pace. And then when you've done that, just breathe easy. It's quite nice to do that relaxing with your eyes closed, but it's also nice just to do it in a real situation, just sitting at your desk or keeping your eyes open. So meditation doesn't all have to be eyes closed, must stop now. It's all, do it as part of what you're doing in everyday life. The humming, I'm reading a few books and things on humming and sound and vibration, and it's fascinating. A lot of it is backed by science and peer-studied research and everything, which is good. There's a lot of evidence to show how it well, certainly creates that nasal nitric oxide and certainly eases the breath. I was speaking to my friend yesterday whose brother has some rhinitis, and I was saying, tell him to hum. She was going, oh, he won't hum. And I said, just Google nasal nitric oxide and humming, and she texted me back later going, he's humming. So it does work even for the cynics. Brilliant, excellent, good session. Thursday, don't forget, for the Zoomers, I'm going to start about 7:45, just if there's any questions. You don't have to join in, then you can still just jump in at 8 o'clock if you want to come in at 8 o'clock. But if anybody's got any particular questions they want to ask, or if there's any exercises you want to go over, then we can have that little chat before the Thursday session, and then we can incorporate that in that session. So that's at 7:45 on Thursday. This coming Saturday at midday, I'm doing the Unlock the Power of Breath Again workshop. That's free for Zoomers, and it's £29 if anybody else just wants to join in for that. Looking at the different styles of breath, so like calming breath, this is calming, the humming is calming and relaxing. When we're doing the releasing breath, and then doing the energizing breath. So it's just looking at those different ways we can use breath, because it's not all about just calming and sitting and reducing the breath. We want to use it in different ways. So that's the workshop on Saturday. Brilliant, excellent. I'll see you all hopefully on Saturday. Oh, well, no, Thursday, we're only Tuesday. See you on Thursday, then I'll see you on Saturday. Have a good day. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.